Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, there is information that Rigathi Gachagua is sharing in public, confirming that he's being threatened, intimidated by the security agencies, and they have been trailing him wherever he goes to. When he's in his Nairobi residence, they are there. When he goes to Nyeri, they follow him. Anywhere he go to a meeting, they are following him. So it has reached a point in sharing the details of the vehicle that the security agents are using to trail him. And just more information about that. The registration number, the report from NTSC on the vehicle, and many more information. So he is warning the government of William Ruto to stop the intimidation and leave him alone. That is his message. So I want us to look into that and really what the government might be up to in Gachagua's circles. This is what Gachagua shared on his Facebook page. Security agents in unmarked cars have been following me wherever I go to. They are parking at the entrance of my Nairobi residence, taking note of all my visitors, and they trail me wherever I leave the house, even all the way to my rural home in Nyeri. Now, in this first paragraph, he has talked about the security agents in this vehicle who are actually taking note of all the visitors that come or leave his residence. When Gachagua talks about his visitors, then you know that this is about the politicians and businessmen and women who are going to meet Rigathi Gachagua. That can be the people that the regime is looking for, and you know what they can do. Last Sunday, the below saloon car that was parked at the entrance to my residence trailed me to PCA Kirarapon Church, followed me to where I went for a late lunch and back to the house. Upon checking the NTSA portal, I noticed that the number plate are registered to a lorry. So you see, the vehicle has no really number plate for it. It is a different car that has been registered for this. So you can't really get full information and detail of the people in this vehicle. Who is the owner of the vehicle? This surveillance and the intimidation of Kenyans was last witnessed during the era of the dreaded special branch during the 24 years of the Moise misrule. In this era of extrajudicial killings, forced abduction and disappearances by state agency, I have thought it is important to share with the Kenyans the harassment and the intimidation I am going through, and inform them to hold the state responsible if I am harmed by state agency. I request the state to leave me alone. You hounded me out of office, and you should now allow me to enjoy my peace as private citizen. Now that is Gachagua's message. The details of the vehicle has been shared there. KDK 290S. Leave me alone. That's Gachagua's message. Now, as we continue with the final discussion, just a quick request. For those who are watching and you've not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, looking at this, then we can clearly understand that Gachagua will not be given any peace. Gachagua will be followed, and it tells you that there is fear in the State House and under UDA government as far as Gachagua has been left free outside from the government. He's not part of the government. So the first thing, they will look at all politicians who are associating with Gachagua. Anytime they visit Gachagua, they will be monitored. That's why you see this vehicle is trailing Gachagua. Any businessman and women who go to Gachagua's home, they're going to be trailed. Because obvious, Gachagua will be funded. There are people who do not like this regime. They are ready to fund anyone who is going to challenge this regime. Businessmen, Kenyans of goodwill, and other politicians. If you don't find space in Ruto's circles, you will look for space elsewhere. And you will go for a person who has a support or a following. Gachagua has. There is fear that Ruto has developed from Mount Kenya region, and it tells you that Gachagua is a mobilizer. And for that matter, they have to look for a way to counter Gachagua. So you would need timely information. That is what Ruto might be trying to do by the fact that they are now using security agents to trail regarding Gachagua. Now, Gachagua was sitting in security councils. He has been part of the meetings. So he has the security intelligence of this country. In the time that he has been in office, he was also able to plant some people here and there in this security. So he can easily get first-hand information of the government. And it can help him to try and do several things, including countering William Samoei Ruto's influence. So the fear of all this, it can be what has informed the regime to start training regarding Gachagua timely. For example, when Ruto went to Embu, Gachagua also went to Embu. We saw people were hostile to William Ruto. The fear is that Gachagua can mobilize people to heckle Ruto, to reject Ruto. And you saw what happened there. I don't mean that Gachagua mobilized for this. People are just reacting because they don't like this regime due to the oppressive, punitive rule that they are using. But the fear of Ruto is that the same way they used to mobilize against Uhuru Kenyatta, wakiwa na Gachagua, it might be also organized against him. So trail Gachagua so that anytime they try to organize anything, they will be aware of that and they plan on how to thwart that move. That can be one of the reasons why wako tu on the neck of one regarding Gachagua. So that he will not organize anything against them in public. But already beside this, what Ruto should know is that Kenyans and Mount Kenya is not ready for him. We saw him being heckled. Ruto must go. They said it in Embu. They said Mwizi and all those kind of statements. So if they're trailing Gachagua and already this is happening, they should be focusing on something else. But the reason behind this, they don't want Gachagua to have a team of mobilizers. They want to take note so that they can intimidate members of parliament who will associate with Gachagua, so that they can deal decisively and destroy the business of those people who are meeting Gachagua, who are supporting Gachagua. So it is just fear of Mount Kenya as they regroup behind Gachagua. But But when Gachagua continues to share this information, the more I attract sympathy from Kenyans. That is not an office, you don't have security, now you are trailing him. You see, saying that if I lose my life or if anything happened to me, I put a blame on the government. Mambo ya abduction. When Gachagua tells us about the 24 years rule of Moi, he's telling us that Ruto is applying the Moi way of ruling. That we have the living and breathing Moi of our times in State House. That is what Gachagua is telling Kenyans. So prepare for another dictator in the name of William Samoei Ruto. So definitely, indirectly, Gachagua is referring to William Ruto as a dictator who want to rule with or by iron fist. That's the message you can get from all this. I don't know your views, but let us put in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.